as I said, £600 this is gonna cost me. Just what I have to do now because Audis are flipping expensive. Like, what is going on, peeps? It's your host, your boy Aellis, and today we are, I don't know what we're doing. At the moment I'm heading down to NVM because if you guys don't know, I did a review on his M2 previously and it was stage 3 or stage 2 plus, 440 brake plus. Now he's put a big turbo in there. Yeah, let's see what happens with this video, because I am not sure. It's not planned. It's just, you know, one of them ones where you just like you just go with the flow, bros. That's all we can see right now. So fast forward a few days, the other day I came down to NVM to check out the M2. Obviously I haven't seen it in ages, and also to get this car checked out, so book an appointment for today. I'm gonna get this car on the ramp, inspect it, see how it is underneath and all that. Hopefully, fingers crossed, no bad news, knock glass, I don't know, like, please just be sound. These are sexy wheels to greet you. Imagine if these were like cameras right there. That'd be so sick. I need 4 of these tips. Oh, imagine 4 of those tips, like, where is it? Like these double tips.
Mr. Ellis!
Hello, Maggie. I'm good.
It's alright, isn't it?
My new toy.
Family man.
Long story, you actually did have one of these.
I did have one of these.
But pre-facelift, but full RS conversion.
I do miss my car, I'll be honest about it, I do miss that Audi.
I wanted to get your expert opinion on the condition of this beauty. Like, I mean, I didn't do that. I genuinely did not do that. I know everyone would have a go at me for scuffing my wheels, but that wasn't my fault. Apart from that, all the other wheels are like in mint condition.
I like it, it's nice. Did you know about this?
What?
The one thing I miss the most in my Audi A4, I swear. Nobody knows, you know, I show every customer who comes in here with the A4.
What?
You know when you go shopping in Asda and you put all your bags in there, right?
Yeah.
They chuck around, right? And they move around and you get, I don't know, it's always a pain in the ass. You know the A4 Black Edition comes with these.
What the hell is that?
They're hooks for your shopping.
Oh shit.
Literally, you hook your shopping
I need
on
to
there.
try that. I'm gonna have to try that.
I'm telling you, your shopping don't fly all over the place.
I'm gonna have to try that.
I missed that. Not many cars have got that. What are those?
I can't tell you yet.
No, seriously, what are those?
One major issue is the fuel pump. So the moment you turn it, not the fuel pump, but the fuel gauge. So the moment you turn it on, like it's on empty. So I keep resetting the trip computer every time I fill it up.
So you don't know if the tank?
I don't know if the tank's full. Well, I mean, I don't know if it's full, but I know I have enough in there for at least 150 miles. I don't want to fill it because apparently you have to drain it to get the pump out and whatnot.
Yeah. So
I just like put like 10-15 pound in and reset the trip computer to like 100 miles and then refill again. It's very, very draining, but it's just what I have to do now because Audis are flipping expensive.
good thing is the car starts. So that was always on there.
Nah, like literally halfway through my first full tank, it just happened. So the whole thing has to be changed.
Yeah, more than likely. Yeah. More than likely.
So literally not even a week after owning this car and I've came with my first massive bill, the fuel pump. But let's hope everything else is fine when we get on the ramp and get it inspected and all that.
Full inspection, diagnostics, data login.
Oh, by the way, I don't have a handbrake anymore, it's electric. That's fun. No handbrake turns.
This is the 1.8 turbo from like the Polo GTI. It's in a different location. Polo GTI sits that way, or the Seat Leon FR 1.8 T. It's based on that, so it is one of the later engines.
So it's a good engine.
So it's actually a decent engine. I was taking the mick out of you thinking it was the old bloody 1.8 turbo, but no, this is like, it's got a IS20 style turbo, which is based on the Golf GTI Mark 7 GTI. So you can put a hybrid turbo on this.
Oh shit.
The engine will take up to 500 brake horsepower.
You are lying to me.
You know, I'm not even joking.
500.
I'm telling you. Like most people put an IS38 hybrid on this. Like the Polo GTI we did, IS38 hybrid, 400 brake horsepower.
Oh my god.
Plus it runs higher compression, so it's just a shame it's not. Obviously, if it was in a Leon or a, you know, GTI, it's easier to kind of work with because all the pipework will be the same as the 2-litre TSI which you had in the Cupra. So this is a very close cousin of that 2-litre TSI.
Oh my god. I'm not even gonna lie, I did not know that when I bought the car, like, but hearing all this that's good news so far. Let's just hope nothing else, like everything just stays this positive. So we've got it into VADCOM and we're going through some of the ports.
Instrument clusters does show fuel supply center 2, open or short to plus, which usually means it's the actual connector in the tank.
Yeah.
Or behind the cluster. So it won't tell me where until you start investigating it. But we'd have to go into the measuring values and find the fuel level sensor itself and see how much values we have. Yeah, so fuel sender 2 ain't giving no tank content, so it doesn't know how much fuel is in the tank.
Yeah.
There's resistance on the wiring, so there's no breaks in the wiring, so it could be the sensor that's gone down. But you did just say that you did some coding on the car.
Not literal coding, but something along that line.
Sometimes when you do the long coding on these modules, especially instrument cluster modules, you need to reset the cluster. There's no engine management light faults, that's a good thing, so the car's running healthy, otherwise it would have thrown up a fault. Because I've got a funny feeling you messed up the coding. I can't give you a DIY, but you should always back up the coding that you're changing. Because if you don't know the actual coding, which is in, hex data, which transverses to kind of bit data, then you don't know what you're changing. And you can never revert back to original. There is a button you can press that backs up all the modules and all the codings, which you should do on any car. But that's why we don't really kind of advise anyone to do the DIY coding. Look, here's your problem. Look, fuel tank, it's been coded as all-wheel drive. Oh, wow. And it's a front-wheel drive car.
If that changes it, I swear to God, I'll give you a hug.
Then you go through the rest of the coding. I mean, tire pressure monitor system, it hasn't got one, has it?
No.
It ain't got adaptive cruise control. You've got air suspension in this car?
I don't know.
I don't think you have. Left-hand drive?
That can't be me.
I don't understand. Why is it coming up as left? Anyway, so coding accepted, right? Cycle the ignition off. Cycle the ignition back on.
Oh my God, it's moved. Oh my God. Bro, you have no idea how much money that just saved me. That is unreal. The fuel pump, £345. Labour from Audi, £300 plus.
But I did tell you, don't do anything to your car till you bring it in for an inspection and backup.
Bro, you just saved me £600 for something that weren't even there. That's mad. I'm throwing away all my OBD. If anyone wants OBD left now, I shouldn't give it to anyone because they might just say I'm gonna mess up the car, and then you have a problem because then you have loads of cars coming in wanting like coding sorted.
You did just change instrument clusters. You never went into central convenience or anything, did you? Did you?
It's like I'm speaking to my dad here and I don't want to tell him what I did and what I didn't do.
Don't tell me what you did. If you're honest with me, then you might get a resolution. If you're not honest with me, then you're grounded.
Oh shit. I went into OBD and I was just messing around just to see like. So as I was saying, one of the main issues was that the fuel gauge just all of a sudden stopped working and I was resetting the trip computer to get a reading of how many miles, then I reset. But it was because I was using OBD11 and I changed some stuff in the coding thing. Nothing that I thought would have a major issue. Like literally nothing that I thought would have a major issue. Like literally just like beep when you unlock or whatever. But then it caused some instrument cluster malfunction and like because basically in Quattro Audis it has 2 fuel tanks at the back. In the front wheel drive cars it only has 1 fuel tank, and it was saying that fuel level sensor 2 when there's only 1 like fuel level sensor on the front wheel drive cars. So now he sorted it out, and when I start the car the gauge moves. So the gauge moves and I've got a fuel reading, but 235 miles in the tank. That's just crazy. Like I was just shitting myself that I've got fuel. Oh my God. Mabs, thank you so much, bro. As I said, £600 this is gonna cost me. £600. It was literally gonna cost me that much, and it's gone now. You saved me £600, like literally. Bro. Oh my God.
You know, everyone's a DIY.
Like the shots fired. Oh my God, man. Like I don't think you guys understand. That's a massive weight lifted off my shoulder. I was literally in such a bad, like I didn't portray it on camera, but I was literally like so stressed out because I just bought this car and it's gonna be like a £600 bill, like straight like that. And I didn't want to make negative videos, so I was just gonna like do it and just get it out of the way. But now the car's going up. Let's hope everything's all ace.
So part of our inspection, we need this. Obviously we check all the steering arms, steering knuckles, bushes, drop links, on either side, make sure everything is solid. Seems to be alright, to be fair. I mean, these are prone to kind of splitting and perishing, but you can see the shock absorbers have rusted like hell.
Yeah, they are very bad.
So it comes, you know, any modifications to suspension, it's just going to be a pain. But it is what it is, the age of the vehicle. Yeah, CV boots look okay, so your actual drive shaft looks fine, there's no splits, which these are common for actually, they do split. Your tyres, yep, decent. Yeah, no problems there. Even wear, so your camber arms are alright. The most common problem in the A4, probably my most common issue, what I had on my car is the actual wishbones themselves. When the rubber perishes, it causes the camber and the toe to come out. Yeah. And that causes uneven wear, but it looks okay. There's no noise from the actual bearings itself. The disc and pads, however,
yeah, they need to change.
Shocking.
They need to go
shocking.
like ASAP.
Yeah. I mean, there's no play in the hub, so the bearings are good. Again, these are known for bearings on the front. Looking at the exhaust system, this flexi usually splits and causes the flexi to hang down. It seems okay. Just get my pry bar.
Oh, good.
Another common issue, A4s, diesels, petrols, whatever it is the rear mount for the gearbox. And like I said, there's hardly any play in there, so I wouldn't say there's any concerns with that. Looking at the rest of it, yeah, I mean, there's a resonated elite.
Yeah, right there. That's why it sounds a bit fruity.
Rear suspension, rear tyres, mint, no problems there. Yeah, nice. Rear subframes got standard rust pit in there. There's nothing to worry about. I mean, it's not. Put our finger in there and we see if there's any kind of rust internally.
Yeah,
it's all surface rust, so it's not a big issue. You get surface rust on the rear shock absorbers as well, and the rear anti-roll bars. Again, we'll check the mounts for the actual shock absorbers. They're rusted, but they seem fine. They're not too perished. The springs, there's no splits. I mean, these are prone for splitting and cracking, and then causing, you know, massive noises to come from the back. Electronic parking brake looks okay. There's no issues. Fuel lines, there was actually an update for fuel lines on the 1.8 and the 2 litre TSI, but I think 2013 they rectified it anyway. There was a fuel leak that used to come from the passenger side, because what it is, they utilise the fuel lines from the Quattro system on the front wheel drives. Obviously the Quattro runs a double tank.
Yeah, and it's only got
one. Yeah, so they utilise the same sort of pipe work, and sometimes it used to rub on the exhaust system, but it looks okay. There's nothing major. Like, I'll be honest with you, without driving it, it looks like a decent car, so you haven't done bad.
That's good.
Apart from you messing up the coding and you know, your DIY stuff, but I think it's a good car.
That's nice. That's good to hear. I think that's what every owner wants to hear, that they've made a good decision and bought an okay car.
Well, for the price you pay for a car like this,
yeah,
and you know, you're not going to get a brand new car.
Yeah. Well, at least it's in good condition.
You're like 6 years old.
Yeah,
For a 6-year-old car, I'm happy with the condition of the vehicle.
That's alright, thank you.
So
that's like getting an achievement from your tutor, like, well done. Just a nice badge on the chest right there. I'm happy with that. I really am happy with that. Happy days. I'm a happy man. I'm super grateful for the help of Maps Day down at NVM. I really appreciate it. Literally saved me like a £650 bill down at Audi, because I thought the fuel pump broke, the fuel sensor broke, meaning that I had to replace the fuel pump. That was like £345 plus the labour. Audi was charging like £600, not 600, like £300, altogether around £650 like it would have cost me, because I was like so like annoyed that would happen, like literally like not even a week into it. But thankfully it's just because I was coding with like the OBD11. I was doing a bit of coding, like such as I said earlier, when you close the car, well, you probably don't hear that, but do it again. So when you close the car, you hear the beep, the chirp and whatnot. But now, as I'm just getting out of the car, the latch just came off, which is super annoying. So I'll open the car so you see that it's open, but the latch came off because I think I was just in a rush and I yanked it too hard, and I just heard it go. I hope nothing broke. I just think it just came off, which is like really crap. So I have to put my hand out there and open the door. So I have to disassemble all this right here and get it back on. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but yeah, that's that's what I'm gonna have to do to get that sorted, because it's actually irritating. But on a positive note, super grateful for the response on the video of me like showing this car. Like really appreciate it. If you guys can do that again, like 500 likes, massively appreciated. And as you see, I've already bought stuff for the car in the back, so they will be going on the car in sometime soon. But obviously stick around for that, hit that subscribe button and all that fun stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one.